Ouran Highschool Host Club. If you have time to waste, why don't you come take a visit? Hello everyone, Armageddon Ninja here, and now it's time to review Ouran Highschool Host Club. It's been a while since I've done a review, so I'm glad to be back here and to do a review for you people. So without any further ado, let's get to the review, shall we? The story of Ouran High School Host Club takes place in a fancy high school where we meet Haruhi. She accidentally stumbles upon the host club, and she accidentally breaks an expensive vase in which she has to pay back now. The guys at the host club mistake her as a boy, and so they dress her up as a host. They do discover that she is a girl in the first episode, but they have to keep a secret, and she will pay off her debt and have these crazy adventures in the high school host club. It is very comedic throughout the whole show because it is a comedy. A lot of the jokes actually hit the mark, and it's really good. There are some that are like, okay, but most of them are really good. And there's a lot of consistency that I didn't really expect in this show. I mean, I expected some things to happen, but there was a lot that I didn't really expect. Now, what I mean by consistency is that, like, something happened, like maybe a story arc or something happened here in the beginning, but it kind of, they acknowledge it, or something pops up from the result of that arc that comes up later in the show. And so that was really good to see, and it also made for some more funny stuff to happen in the show. It's not just even funny even. There are some moments where they kind of like make you connect to the characters, which I will talk about when I get to the characters. But yeah, the story was very good, it was very funny, but now let's just get on to the characters. Let's start off with our main character, Haruhi. She's one of the more level-headed, more calm kind of characters and more collected. She doesn't really have any crazy attributes to her. She's just there to kind of go, what the heck are you doing, guys? Next, let's go to the club president, Tamaki. He is the most popular host club member, but he is kind of stupid. But he does have his moments where he does shine. And you can see that he is caring for the members and other people. And now to the twins Hikaru and Kairu. They're both basically exactly the same people. You can hardly tell them apart. They even have a game where they try to get people to tell which one is which. But no one seems to get it right. And they have this weird thing where it's like some brotherly like love because they're so close or whatever. But I'm 99% sure it's just a show for the ladies and it's nothing serious. Hopefully. And then we have Kyoya, if that's how you pronounce his name. He's the vice president and kind of the financial advisor sort of guy to the host club. He is certainly one of the smartest characters in the show, and he is certainly level-headed. And now we go to Mori and Honey. You can't really talk about one without the other because they're always with each other. Honey is the small boy Lolita character, and he does love his sweets. And then there's Mori, who's always around him and kind of protecting him or whatever. Every character has their time to shine in the show. Everyone has a backstory that's like either sad or you get to know them a little bit more. The more sad kind of background that they have would probably be Haruhi, Tamaki, and Hikaru and Kairu. The others really don't have that much of sad storyline or whatever, but you get to know them, you love them either way. Everyone plays their part in the series, everyone is funny, which is what you need in a good show. You need characters that you like to see, and there's not really any of them that I really was like, what are you doing? Just get out of here. I liked every character in every moment that they were on the screen. Other characters do pop up, they're more side characters, but they will pop up, especially one that will come up consistently in the most bizarre way possible. I need to discuss, there is some sort of like, I don't know, romantic thing going on with Tamaki and Haruhi. Now it's more on Tamaki's side, and it does show that in the anime, that Tamaki is all got a crush on Haruhi or whatever. But Haruhi's just like, no, just get away from me, you idiot. And that's how it is throughout the entire show. Except for a couple of moments where it's like Haruhi kind of connects with Tamaki a little bit. Like he is a gentleman. He is a gentleman to her. He doesn't try to be like a perv or anything. In fact, none of them are really pervy, actually. They're all kind of gentlemen, which is kind of what the host club is supposed to be. They're supposed to be nice guys giving women a good time or whatever. But yeah, that's the whole thing. And you know it's not gonna work or whatever. It's Not like you expect them to get together or anything. In fact, there is kind of a thing with Haruhi and another character. I'm not gonna go into that, but I'm just saying, watch out for that. Now let's talk about the animation for a bit. The animation is good. It doesn't let up at all. I've never seen a time where I was like, that's horrible. What in the world are the animators thinking at any point of the show? But there wasn't really anything great or spectacular about it. It is a comedy show, which you really don't need a lot of like spectacular stuff in it. So that's fine. I give it a pass for that. But I do notice that there's a lot of pink in the show. I guess it's because of the whole love aspect of the whole thing or whatever. But yeah, I mean, there was a little too much pink, if that's any complaint. That's just nitpicking a little bit. In conclusion, we have a great show, very funny, and the characters are awesome, and the animation, it does its job, but it's a comedy, so whatever. And since it is a comedy, it does a perfect job at consisting both humor and emotions, and that's what I like about it. I forgot to talk about the last episode, which it's not really just the last episode, it's the last couple of episodes, because those really hit the mark. I wouldn't give it this score I'm about to give if it wasn't really for these last episodes. I wouldn't really feel like anything would have really mattered unless this circumstance happened, which I'm glad it happened. It was great. It was a great ending. I loved it. I loved how everything was just tugging at the heartstrings a bit. Alright, time to rate the show. So let's see, what am I gonna give it? I mean, it's gonna be, yeah, I'm gonna give it that. It was a funny show. I enjoyed it immensely. There were some times where I was like, okay. But yeah, I did enjoy it for the most part. Now, I wouldn't buy it or watch it anytime soon. But yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. I wouldn't recommend it to like newcomers. I mean, you kind of have to get used to anime a little bit before you watch it. I don't know. Yeah, that's like I'm just trying to, I don't know, nitpick a little bit here, because otherwise it is a really great show and you should go watch it. It's very funny and it has great characters that you'll like. So yeah, just go watch it. Go watch it. Go on Hulu, for goodness sakes. Just go, come on. It's just 30 minutes, man. 30 minutes an episode. So there's my review. Thank you all for watching. Like if you liked the video, duh. Subscribe if you want more. Follow me on Twitter. Link is in the description below. Thanks again for watching. Oh, and be sure to watch out for a sneak peek at the end of the video for my next review. Anyways, I leave you with the outro.
I run and run 1,000 miles, and I am barely breathing. Only the fuel of a passionate heart keeps this body strong and moving forward. But could it be I found a place to rest? How far until I'm okay? Trees of the town reveal the time has come once again to shift our shade and colors. The world always changes around us, but weakness will always remain. Through all the pain, believe in who we are right here and now. Raise one hand to the sky, raise them both, lift them high, and you'll cut through the darkness, make it go.